Hey, do me a favor real quick. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel. It will help me a lot when these are more than just video blogs. Again, on this channel, I do want to do content such as, creation content and how to do things for yourself, DIY work that would otherwise cost you a ton of money, and how I learned how to do it. Not that I'm an expert trying to show you expert techniques, but that I can show you how I learned how to do it using internet and the video content available on YouTube and other places. So do me a favor, like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. And now with the update. As you can see, I've got my shoulder light and my front lights done, and I have kind of the levels that I like. It leaves the room nice and dark behind me. I'm working on right now a set of shelves that will have a notch in them for LED lights that will cast on the next shelf down. I realized that I only needed to cut 2 of the tracks because the bottommost one probably doesn't actually need to have an LED strip in it because it'll be basically illuminating the ground, but maybe the ground will look cool. I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at with this business back here. It is a sunny, beautiful day in Las Vegas. It's actually didn't break 100 today, at least where I've been. So that makes me really happy, considering that over 100 makes me unhappy. Keeps me like, I feel sometimes it's so hot in the summertime that it actually takes away my ability to go and do things, or my ability to like motivate and make things happen. So I'm feeling a bit better now that it's getting cooler, that I can actually go out and do things. It's still sunny and beautiful, but I can actually motivate and get things done. You can see by my red face, like my skin is, I've been outside already today doing a bunch of work, working on the shelves and getting ready the background. So, but I did hustle and get this light done so that I can have, an appealing light profile while I'm doing my home videos. And once again, my the number of these that I'm doing, these video blogs entries, does not indicate how easy it is for me to knock one out. But the reality is that the goal here is going to be that I can like hit a few switches, have my lights on. If not, actually just hit a button, because I'd like to have it so that like one button is going to turn on the lights and be done. And then the other part of the goal is to have it, look good and feel good so that I can sit down in front of my system and not have to configure everything, so that maybe I can quickly load up my presets so that everything sounds nice and looks nice, and then quickly have a piece of video to just knock into Premiere real fast and then upload and then say hi. So that's the goal with the video blog, is make it much shorter. Obviously, like I want to spend more time when making like real content, right? So if I'm going to do a tutorial, I would like to be able to spend more time on it. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to do scripting. Like I might just have like a little mini teleprompter here on the side of the screen next to the camera so that I can read that and glance back at the camera and maybe look at a bullet point and come back. So we'll see if that can work for me. And I do want to start filming over here at my like workbench area. And to that end, I do have some stuff set up, but I felt like getting this light done here was more important so that I could actually, do these talking to camera videos more often. I'm putting more artwork here. I have artwork that I dug out of the garage, a Disney poster, a Millennium Falcon blueprint, some other stuff that I like. We're gonna put those there. We'll have them, kind of closing up that wall. I have to put another couple of soundproofing panels above, but for the most part, like the sound profile doesn't sound echoey or noisy. There's a little bit of fan noise coming in if I'm really sensitive to it, but I'm not. And I can kind of quickly filter that out from edit. So yeah, so we're getting pretty close to the point where I can just speak to camera and have a video done. There's more of the stuff going on in my life than I would probably put in this video, but I do want to make sure that this is some kind of genuine diary that I'm making every so often, maybe once a week. Maybe Saturday night is the time to do this particular thing. In general, things are going pretty well. Things are going pretty well in life. Work consistency is a little off kilter, but I think that if I were to guess, it's because I'm focusing on doing more union work and relying upon the event schedule of the summer. And it used to be that my summers were much more busy, but that was before I launched the studio and kind of stayed in one place and so on. So before 3 years ago, before COVID, it was really, really very, I had a lot of video game customers and a lot of entertainment customers. So I would go throughout the summer and go out the weekends in order to do these events. In fact, my winter time was much slower. And so I had been doing like more union work in the wintertime and through the first of the year, and then more of the entertainment work in the summertime. So I don't think I noticed the lull as strongly. Like there's a definite lull in the union work when everybody's taking their kids to Disneyland in the summertime and everything else. So it's very much, it's kind of like the seasons were swapped. So I didn't anticipate the summer to be this slow. Anyway, long story short though, the interesting thing is about when things are slow, one thing that I've always tried to like take personal responsibility in that if things get slow like that, it's because I really didn't do enough effort, put enough effort ahead of time to communicate my availability during those times, and that the people who did need me at those times didn't hear that they could have me. And it's a much better way to think about it than nobody wants to work with me or something like, and that's, I don't know anybody who's skilled that people don't want to, like if you're a good person and you're skilled, people want to work with you. They just don't know that you're available at those times. So it's probably just that you didn't make enough communication outgoing before that window of time came up. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like I didn't tell people enough that I was ready to go, that I had enough time. So that's kind of where I am with that. I think I know that it's going to get really busy because I know that people are already calling me a month, 2 months in advance for more work, and I'm kind of getting my schedule booked up. I'd like to have more stuff like next week, but and on top of that, I think I've discovered something new, a new business opportunity. And so I've been spending a little bit of time on that. And I think that that's something that's going to be really cool. And for a long time, I think, even back when I worked in just core internet technology, I think that at the time I really didn't, I didn't see anything in the e-commerce space that was really going to make a difference. It was just all like, shopping carts and sales. But now we're finally getting into this interactivity of video versus shopping. And like, you can click a link at a certain time and, go find the object online. And it's no longer like an add-on service that you have to pay for somebody else. It's a part of what YouTube and the others, like TikTok does as well. I think it's a part of what they offer. It's a part of what Shopify offers. Like this is finally kind of where we are supposed to be. This is what we were supposed to be. I think where it's integrated, where different platforms, media platforms are understanding how to integrate better. Like that's the promise of new media finally. So I'm excited about that space right now. Yeah, it's just been a interesting week. So yeah, thanks for checking out my vlog. And if you haven't yet, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I hope that you're having a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you again soon.